Bronzeville is a scripted audio drama podcast that I actually recently featured as a podcast of the week in my newsletter. And for those of you who have been living under a rock, the Spun Today newsletter is completely free and available to you on a weekly basis, delivered to your mailbox every Monday at noon. All you have to do is go to spuntoday.com/subscribe, drop in your email address, and you'll get the very next one. And season 1 of Bronzeville came out in 2017, 2018. And recently, a few weeks ago, the second season began to drop on a weekly basis. And I featured it as my podcast of the week because it was so dope the first time around when I listened to it. So much so that I kept checking back for it, months after it was over to see if there was a second season or not. And when I found out that there was a second season and it started coming out, I got super excited, went back and re-listened to 10 episodes of season 1 before I began listening to season 2. And each episode, just to give you an idea, is about 45 minutes to an hour long. So Bronzeville is a scripted audio drama podcast, and it was written by Josh Olson. It's produced by Larenz Tate, who also plays the main character, Jimmy Tillman. And the quick aside is a vampire because he's looked the same my entire life. Black don't crack. And it's acted by some of the best on-screen actors and actresses that we've ever seen. And I don't mean some new actors that are acting for a podcast that do such a great job that they could be some of the best actors ever. I mean legit some of the best actors ever. And I'm going to read you some of their names. From season 1, Lawrence Fishburne. Yes, Morpheus. Tika Sumpter. Larenz Tate, which I mentioned. His brother Lamar Tate. Michael Raymond James. Dexter Darden, which is in the new Saved by the Bell spinoff. He's the black dude that they think is a jock, but could sing his ass off and is into the arts. Corey Hardrick, Affion Crockett, Peter McKenzie, Amari Hardwick, Tracy Ellis Ross, Wood motherfucking Harris, Brittany Snow, Lance Reddick, which was Lieutenant Daniels from The Wire, Antoine Tanner, which was Drano in the movie Sunset Park. How many of y'all saw that? Barry Shabaka Henley. And it goes on and on. Marcus T. Polk, which looks like Moesha's little brother from that show, Moesha. Remember that? That's from season 1. Let me read you a few more from season 2. Barton Fitzpatrick, which plays Reg on The Chi. Mackay Pfeiffer. Oba Babatunde. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Paul Ben Victor. Faye Hauser. Kyla Pratt. Ben Bledsoe. And it goes on and on. It's a star-studded cast. If this was an on-screen production, a movie or something, it would be a huge budget. And like I said, this is a scripted audio drama, and I'm going to play you the trailer from season 1 so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. But what it is, to me, is truly is a theater of the mind. It's what I attempt to do with my short story audiobooks that I put out on this podcast, where I add sound effects and stuff to try to enhance the experience, and it's not just reading of the words of the story. This is that, but on steroids and done to absolute perfection. It is so interesting and captivating and just hooks you in from the get-go. From the beginning where Jimmy Tillman is in Arkansas and there's some sort of meeting about unionizing and going on strike and stuff like that, and then some strike breakers come to break it up, and in self-defense he winds up killing one of the white strike breakers, so he has to flee Arkansas, and he goes up north where things are a little bit less Jim Crow-ish, to Chicago, and then he falls in with this dude called Casper, who's a numbers runner. He befriends Jimmy Tillman, Larenz Tate's character, and brings him into the Copeland organization, which is the family that runs Bronzeville. And there's mob ties and dirty cops and politicians, and it's so dope. I really, really want you guys to check it out. And it's so dope, actually, that it was actually just recently greenlit for a TV series. That's how amazing this thing is. But even if you don't think that a scripted audio podcast drama theater of the mind type of thing is not your thing, check it out, at least one episode, at least half an episode, and give it a shot. Because honestly, it's never been my type of thing, podcast-wise, and I instantly fell in love. Either way, here's the trailer for season 1.
You're listening to radio station WKW in Chicago, Illinois. June 11th, 1945. Our big story.
Brother man, how lucky do you feel today?
Sorry, what?
Numbers, brother. I'm talking about the policy wheel, country.
Name's not country. It's Jimmy.
Welcome to Bronzeville, my brother.
The wheels keep spinning. Nothing can stop them.
That was Curtis Eyeball Randall. He built all this. Then he handed it off to Everett Copeland.
Zeke, Jesse, my brothers. Yeah, man.
All of it. They got a piece of it. The hospital, the library. Hell, they own the best clubs.
I was neck deep in all of it, Anna.
I knew that when I met you, baby.
How I get so lucky to end up with you?
Lord watches over all of us. He delivered me to you just as surely as he delivered you to me.
Listen, Curtis, I'm asking you.
You're asking me to go back to doing what I used to do.
I don't know if Jesse can keep it all together.
Everybody, down on the floor!
Someone hit the department store, someone hit the bank.
Put the money in the bag!
If I do what you're asking me to do, Everett, we risk losing everything.
Lisa Copeland.
Lisa Copeland.
That is Miss Lisa Copeland.
The best way to stay in charge is to make him think he's in charge.
Do I think you need to be protected?
Nah.
That might be why I like you, Jimmy.
Well, as I live and breathe, better off with Bonds.
Hello, Zeke.
Frank Bond's been in town the past few weeks. He's doing business, he's hitting clubs, he's all over.
All these color folks, we all get together. We got some real power in this town.
You need to stand strong.
Company go!
When the day comes that you're standing in front of him, the day when you are about to be judged, are you going to be able to meet his eye? Are you going to tell him you never line the devil's pockets?
There's always someone tougher waiting to take a shot. Gotta be smart. Gotta be ready for anything.
Bronzeville.
Tell me that didn't sound dope as hell to you. And if not, then pa lo gusto se hicieron los colores. Either way, I will link to the Bronzeville podcast in the episode notes. If you guys are interested, I'll link to both the iTunes as well as Spotify links, which again I featured in the Spun Today newsletter, podcast of the week, a week or two ago, and strongly recommend that you guys check it out. Bronzeville.